So let's start off by just settling a bit and just letting yourself be aware of whatever you're aware of in your body just now. Just noticing where your attention goes, what tells you if you're comfortable or not. Noticing what speaks to you of settling. Within your physical body, there's a sense of breath, filling and emptying of the breath. Just noticing the sensations that tell you if you're uncomfortable. Yeah, so as you adjust your body or whatever to be more comfortable, notice the sensations involved. The ones that tell you you're uncomfortable and the ones that tell you that you're more comfortable. And as you get more comfortable, notice what happens with your breath. And noticing your sense of contact with what supports you. The chair which you're sitting on, gravity under you as a support. Noticing the places where your body makes contact. And how it is to rest into that support. And while we're here, perhaps in support of feeling supported and being able to settle, just remembering what else supports you. What resources do you have that help you to feel good or know that you're okay? Noticing the felt sense of resource in your body. What happens with your sense of settling as you consider what supports you? And as we start to settle more, just letting yourself be aware of any sense of softening, melting, anything that speaks to you of fluid. And remembering that our bodies are made up mostly of fluid. And so we can start to come into a sense of the fluid body which includes the fluids in the physical body, but also an energetic field around the physical body, the biosphere of the fluid body, extending maybe 40, 50 centimeters around the physical. So you may have a sense of your physical body, the cells and tissues, as suspended within this fluid field, fluid body. Noticing any sense of wholeness within that fluid field. And any sense of a vertical center to that field, a midline. And as we settle into a sense of this fluid body, fluid field, being curious about any sense of fluid tide, sense of filling and emptying of this whole fluid field. So an inhalation at the fluid tide level, there may be a sense of surging up the midline as potency moves up. And it also moves out from the midline, out into all of the cells and tissues, potency filling the whole fluid field. So a sense of building, surging, filling in inhalation. And there may be a pause, a bit of stillness at the end of the inhalation. And then a settling back down and in towards the midline, down the midline. In exhalation, a sense of emptying, returning down towards the earth. And each cycle, 12 to 15 seconds each way, 2 to 3 cycles per minute. Inhalation, filling, surging, filling. Filling the whole. And exhalation, settling, receding back down and in. Noticing how it is to rest in that sense of fluid body, fluid tide, however you sense it. as we continue to settle and deepen, we can let our awareness begin to widen even further, to widening out in all directions. And it's so that it's comfortable, not losing a sense of midline, but widening from the midline. Perhaps first to have a sense of your awareness filling the room that you're in. And then as it's comfortable, again staying with a sense of midline and ground, continuing to widen your awareness even further, widening out in all directions towards the horizon. As we widen and deepen into a sense of long tide and its tidal body. And here there may be more of a sense of energy rather than fluid. It's not so embodied as the fluid body. There may be a sense of being suspended within space. There may be a sense of light, radiance, a field of radiance. There may be a sense of that radiance streaming in towards your midline, as if from the beyond the horizon. And in this exhalation phase of long tide, there's a streaming in towards midline. There may also be some sense of a movement down the midline. And in inhalation, it's the opposite, with the movement up the midline and streaming out towards the horizon. Very slow cycles, 50 seconds in each direction. It may feel as if it goes on forever in one direction. And there may be a sense of radiance, of light. It may also feel airy or even like winds blowing through your system. Even though the cycle of long tide is very slow, 100 seconds altogether, the movement within it can be quite fast, like a rapid streaming or wind blowing here and there. And as we settle into the depth of long tide, it may feel as if we're just resting in stillness. The ground of all being, dynamic stillness. Noticing how it is to rest here, sense of support, suspension. And remembering within this tidal body of long tide is suspended the fluid body, and its more embodied sense of tide and potency, the embodied life force of potency. And suspended within that is the physical body, the cells and tissues. Just allowing your physical body as it comes into your awareness more, allowing it to move however it may feel to move, stretch. Remembering your breath, your contact with what you're sitting on. Letting yourself look around, gently orient.